Alright, thanks for checking out our channel. We're going to go over this unit. This is the only one I have ever worked on and ever had come in here for repair. But before we get into this and what this unit does and how it operates, which is pretty cool for what it does, if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe if you like to, and share the videos if you like to as well. But anyways, this unit came to us for repair. It's a metal case unit. We looked up the patent number on this thing, and this thing was manufactured, or the patent was put in the early to mid 70s. So this is at least a 1970s model. It's called a Pulse, I guess, P-U-L-Z, model number, model EPD 5000, the Sens O Matic. If you look at this, it says shocks only when fence is touched, even through wet weeds. Now, this is pretty cool. I didn't understand what it was talking about at first. It has this hot in the ground knob on the side here. It has two lights. I believe one light comes on and then the other stays on, and the other one flashes with every pulse. But this also has a switch over here. It has manual and Sens O Matic. And when I thought I had it finished and fixed and everything, I plugged it in and it wouldn't pulse. It would light up, but it wouldn't pulse. So since I unplugged it, it pulsed one time and then that was it. And I'm like, what the heck's going on with this thing? So I flipped it on the side, like, what's this Sens O Matic? So I flipped it over to manual, plugged it back in, and boom, it starts popping every half a second or so. I thought, okay, and it was putting out good voltage, good shock. I was like, okay, well, what's this Sens O Matic mean? And when I reread the front of it, it says shocks only when fence is touched. So I took a screwdriver and I pretty much shorted across the fence and ground, and then it would start pulsing. As soon as you take the screwdriver away, it stopped pulsing. So this thing has some kind of circuit inside of it that can sense when something is touching the fence, between ground and the fence itself, whether it's grass or an animal or a person, it will start pulsing. So I was like, that's pretty slick, because everything else nowadays, when you plug it in or hook the battery up or flip a switch or whatever, it's on and ready to go. This one, you can have it do that by having it set on manual. But if you set it to Sens O Matic, like it says here, it will only pulse when something's touched between ground and fence. So if your fence is completely clean and nothing's touching it, and no shorts are anywhere, and no animal or person or anything's touching it, it will just sit there, will have a light on, but it won't pulse. But as soon as something touches it, boom, it starts pulsing until that thing jumps off and then it stops. So it's pretty slick. We're going to put it to manual mode, so that way it pulses all the time, and then I'll show you what it does when it's on that Sens O Matic thing. I've never had a unit like this one for repair by this brand at all, or a one that's like this, that does that shocking when it only is touched. So I gotta be kind of careful. I gotta put a new plug on it. The plug was kind of chewed up on the thing, so I gotta be kind of careful so nothing touches where it shouldn't touch. If I'm careful, we should be good. Let me pause. I'm going to make a change to that cord real quick so nothing does touch. Alright, this is what I did. I just put some tape around this just to hold these leads apart, because I didn't want them accidentally to lean over and touch each other, so it should stay like that. I'll put a new plug on it. I just haven't done it yet. Alright, just making sure wherever it touches doesn't hit a piece of metal somewhere and touch on accident. So you hear it flashing and hear it clicking and see it flashing. Let's get a tester on here. So as you can see, it kind of has a quicker pulse. I'm gonna plug it real quick. These solid state style, I don't like trying to hook up to them when they're pulsing, because every once in a while it'll bite you when you don't want it to. You can see it's putting out about 7,000 volts, 7 to 8,000 volts. Now, okay, we'll do the little spark jump thing as well while it's on manual mode where it always pulses. So you can see the kind of the spark it'll throw. So we'll touch the ground and we'll get real close to the hot side. So see, those are pretty nice pop to it. Now I want to switch over to Sens O Matic. See, it stays on, but it doesn't pulse. And I don't know how exactly to operate in the field and how much shorts it needs, but I got to pretty much put a dead short across it. Hold on. Let's unplug it. See, there it popped one time. Plug it back in. Now we'll try it. There. Okay, that's what I had to do. Had to touch the hot side first and then the ground. So it touches the hot side first and then the ground, so you can hear it pulsing. As soon as you take it off, it stops. Pull it back over to manual, and it does that all the time. So it's a pretty slick deal. I've never seen one like this before. I've worked on a lot of different models and brands and things over the years, but this is the first time. I'm sure there might be other people that have worked on these or have them or seen them, but this is pretty slick. So hit the fence, and the ground, there goes the pulsing. And it shuts off as soon as you take the load away. Flip over manual, it'll pulse all day long, all the time. Now I want to see something. If I short this thing out, will that light go out? If it does, then this would tell me that, hey, I got to short on the fence somewhere. That's too much for it to handle. Okay, see, if I short it out, it tells me, okay, I got to short. So you go out there, you fix your problem, it goes back to flashing the light again. So this is a pretty slick unit. It says here, newest, most advanced, revolutionary fence controller on the market. Shocks only when fence line is touched. Yeah, solid state space age design. Now everything since the 80s, at least here in the States, in the 70s and late 70s and early 80s, here in the States, most everything else that came along was low impedance. There was still solid state stuff out there, but nowadays, since like the 90s and early 2000s, everything out there made nowadays is what do you call it? Low impedance. Or you can find some small little dinky things for stuff that's constant current or solid state, but they're little bitty units that are sized, like this. There's little bitty things. But this was a pretty slick unit. I saw them. I'm like, I've had metal case units from this generation, but never this model. So this was a pretty intriguing unit. It's got a lot of stuff on the inside, or a circuit board that lays in there like about that big, has a bunch of stuff all over it. Has a big old pretty good sized transformer in it. It's probably overbuilt for what this thing's designed to do, so the transformer probably lasts a long time. Less lightning blast blast thing, but pretty slick. If you've got one of these units like this same model or brand or something else, don't throw it out. Let us take a look at it, see if we can get you fixed up on there, because if we can, it'd be pretty cool unit to keep going again. We don't charge you anything for looking at it. It'd be a free a free estimate, and then we do a 18-month warranty and everything that we fix. So this unit, for being 40, 45 years old, 50 years old maybe, it's got a year and a half warranty on it. So if you went out and bought a new one, you get a year to 3 years depending on what model you buy. Again, we appreciate you checking out the video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe button on there, and share the videos if you like. Spread it around to your friends and stuff. But look us up on our website at fencerfixer.com, and fencerfixer is both spelled with a F as in Frank. And that's what we do, is work on these things, whether they're 50, 60, 80 years old or made just a couple days ago. We'll work on anything. So until we do another video of something old like this, or a newer model or something, we will see you guys later.